So, welcome to this brand new space video, the first one after Richard Branson's flight. And guys, I'm still not feeling well. I'm super sick. I have throat pain. I have, overall body pain. I have fever and so on. But I still want to put this out there because it's very important. What a historic day. I went live just after I landed and came home, and here I am talking with you about this event that we looked so much forward. We beat Jeff Bezos. We were there with Elon Musk. It was a great event. Like, what else you are wishing for if you're rooting for this company? Nothing much, because it's just so important that these milestones are getting achieved, okay? Don't be that focused on the stock price, that we will talk about it, and they're actually putting full throat out there with Virgin Galactic, okay? Because as of this recording, there was an announcement that said that they want to offer or went into a distribution contract of the $500 million worth of shares. They want to sell it. Okay, so what does it mean? So they went to Morgan Stanley's and other banks and said, guys, here have shares for your distribution. Sell it on the public markets, because they have like traders in there. They have like people that know a little bit about timing the market, much better than people from the accounting department, for example, at Virgin Galactic. So you can see here that here are three big banks. Goldman Sachs is involved, Morgan Stanley is involved, and Credit Suisse is involved as well. And then you are having a lot of interesting stuff. Not right. This is a document that is 51 pages long, but it's basically saying that they are not bounded by any time. They can do it right now. Maybe this is also a reason that the stock went down 10%, because as of this recording, we are not at the all-time high. We are actually at a $43.57 price for the share. Okay. So today's sponsor of this video is very special, because I love communities. I love this community, and I love communities because it's always helping to get you to a better trader, investor, whatever is the goal. And today we are talking about David's group. David's is a professional trader, and he has a group that is actually existing already since many years, and it's 4,000 members big, and he is doing a great job. Totally for free. Just on Facebook, you go and look for Inside Options, and then you will find the group with 4,100 members, and then you can enter a whole new world of trading, swing trading, options trading. And not only that, but you have a professional trader that lives from that, so maybe your goal. And he is posting every single day. So he's posting why he's taking the trade. He posted before, when is the price target, and so on and so on. So everything, a blueprint for your next trade. And you could be like, for example, Michelle. Michelle said, this is my small account in Robinhood. The last 2 weeks really helped with recovery, and she had great returns with thanking Inside Options as proof of concept. This really works. It's totally for free. Join today and you will be thanking me later, because if you then entering the group and just observe for the first couple of days, okay, before you taking anything, see how the group members are, who is active, what David is saying. And again, he is a professional, so you can really learn for free from him. And if you still haven't done enough, then you can actually get into his premium group that is hosted on Slack. But with the free group, just go on Facebook, look for Inside Options, and you will discover this raw diamond out there. And I would like to know how you think about that. Let me know in the comments below. And now let's go back to the vlog. Now I got many messages, guys, and I want to address them directly. So first of all, I think you are doing it wrong when you are emotionally attached to something, okay? Don't get too excited when it goes up. Don't get too frustrated if it's going down. If you understand the company, then you are ready for being really detached from emotion, I think this is the key to success. I mean, this is what I learned over the last couple of years on the stock market. If you are too attached to a feeling with stocks, then this can be very, very disadvantageous for you, okay? I, by the way, put all of this experience to learn this in my x10masterclass.com, so check it out if you want. And I think that this is a very, very interesting part of this community, our Discord channel. You get also full lifetime Discord access, and you support the channel, and you can otherwise get into the YouTube membership, which is the join button below the videos. But now, with all that said, I think that it's normal that if they are raising, that money first, it's great for the future, because they will use this $500 million to expand the business, new spaceships and so on, which is very, very important, because if you might remember, they reduced the seats from six seats to only 4 seats. And this was very, very, let's say, silent, okay? So they need actually more spaceships. So I think, and as you can see by the footage of the spaceship, the room inside is quite small when there are already 4 people, okay? Imagine there were 6 people, so it's not really great of an experience. So they put experience first before money, and they said, okay, let's have more spaceships and have, less passenger to have the experience more, let's say, exclusive, right? I mean, this is the first couple of years. They are fully booked. They will put like millions and millions of dollars in revenue every single quarter if they're full operational. And you will see that 4 seats by, I don't know, let's say 3 or 4 spaceships will be really, really, really interesting, okay? That's for one. The second thing, I think it's normal that the stock is going down. There is maybe a mixture of a little bit of profit taking after the event. I mean, the stock went up, 200% since the 11th of May. So of course there is some profit taking after the main event, but I think the most of it comes now with the announcement of the stock offering. This is normal, guys, okay? Every time a company does something amazing and the stock goes up and up and up, a company thinks, okay, let's do a stock offering, so we raise some money and the stock goes a little bit down, and after that usually it goes up again, because they are seeing that the stock gets overheated, which is never great, okay? So they have this instrument, which is great for the company and great for the stock in the long term, that the stock is actually going, a little bit cooler. So I think this is a fantastic, measure that they are taking. You have seen this in AMC, you have seen this in GameStop, you have seen this in Tesla as well, did it multiple times when they grow just crazy, okay? Now, on the other hand, what is the future? Now, I think that now we had the main event, and now it's a question in the Q2 earnings, which will be somewhere around, I think, in August or end of July, where people will say, okay, what we are doing right now, okay? So first of all, you have to imagine they had some payloads, which is also the reason why they maybe, put the passenger quantity to 4 from 6 to have also space for payloads, because the payloads make a lot of money, okay? They are equal to like 600,000 per seat, only the payload. So you can see how lucrative this business will be in the future. And I think that this is something that we will see already in the Q2. We will see the first revenue since the reservations revenue from different kind of business, right? The governmental payload experimental business. And we will talk about why Virgin Galactic is not overvalued in the end of the video. So stay very, very much tuned. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. But this is something that is very, very important for Virgin Galactic to have the payloads, because this is crazy good money, and it's much less, let's say, costs as well. They just put this into the airplane, they fly, they come back, and so on, So this is something that is really, really great. But on the other hand, also think about that, they didn't have revenue for a very long time, and coming now to the point of valuation, you might see the stock is overvalued, but if it's really overvalued, we will discuss in the next category. So there's a couple of, let's say, measures to value a company, right? There is the PE ratio, there's the PS ratio, there's, different kind of cash measurements, cash flow. There's hundreds of different, and I feel like in the internet, it's always like, oh, Tesla is overvalued by PE ratio, but look at this and this and this, by the growth, or PEG ratio, it's not. So you are picking like the right things. And Virgin Galactic has zero revenue as of, a couple of months ago. So it's really hard for people to say, oh, they are justified at around $11 billion value, okay? And I will tell you exactly why it's really, really cheap at the moment, okay? If you are thinking space companies, you need to think that if you want to build something like this, like a experience for people to shoot them into space and bring them back, it will take any new entrepreneur or billionaire about, 15 to 20 years, okay? If you take the cash burn of, for example, Blue Origin, they burn about $1 billion per year. So if you're thinking, okay, there's a new company coming up and want to start the same what Blue Origin or what Virgin Galactic is doing, they will work for 15 years to come to the point where Virgin Galactic was 15 years ago. You know what I mean? And then you are having $15 billion spent if you are just taking a time frame of 15 years. So the money invested is easily the value, or should be considered as the value of the company. So I think that the $15 billion compared to the 10 or 11 billion dollars that Virgin Galactic is valued is one point, okay? But on the other side, I think it's something general where you see that you having a company that has a fantastic team, really the best guys out there for leading a company. Richard Branson, Shamas Palihapitiya, Michael Koglazer, all of these guys. Plus, you are having a huge brand, Virgin, that is backing up this company. Then you're having an experience that is, the best experience that you can buy for money. And then I think that it's hugely hard for companies to enter this market. So all in all, this is not being easy to quantify in numbers, in value, in dollars. So you need to be more flexible in these terms. There were companies with zero revenue for a very long time that were, worth $30 billion, for example, okay? So if you consider that, then, Virgin Galactic could be also the same now, a $140 or $130 stock, okay? So I think that the company is still very undervalued, and I think that there's great times over the next couple of months and years ahead. I'm hodling because I know only the long-term perspective on this company's work. Don't get too much affected by this months over months valuations, because this will make you crazy. This makes you disbelieve, and I think that you will be hurt. And I think that the most important part is now, as the next event, the Q2 earnings, where we will see what they will use the money for, what they also want to make with the shelf offering. As you remember, a couple of months or a couple of weeks ago, they talked about that they put $1 billion worth of shares into a shelf, let's say, which now half of it they gave to companies to sell it. So it's an interesting ride. So think about it. If they would not have this offering of stocks, where we would be now, maybe we would be already at the new all-time high. And if not, I don't care, because I know long term this company will make me very, very wealthy.